Thank you, Mr. President. It was not my intent to stand because I think everything that needs to be said has already been said by somebody, but I feel like I need to weigh in on this one as well. I told my seatmate, Senator Newman, when he started to carry these bills that I applauded his efforts. In fact, he even asked if I would consider carrying some of these bills, and of course my answer was no, and the reason I gave is that it's based on the history of education in Virginia, that not only could I not carry the bill, but nor could I vote for the bill. Mr. President, since I was elected in 1991, I have served on Senate Education and Health all that time. And I have been diligent to listen to the constituents in my district when they come to me, and especially on issues of education. And through this entire process, what I've shared with my seatmate is that not one of my localities have come to me to ask me to support charter bills. In fact, to the contrary, they've done just the opposite. They have asked me not to support this. And I think it's because people are afraid, just based on the history of education in Virginia, that this is the proverbial camel's nose under the tent. And they are afraid that, like the No Child Left Behind, that 10 years from now, people will look back just like they did with No Child Left Behind and realize that this was not a good idea. And so while I respect my seatmate, and he's kind of like my pew mate in church, you know, you get to be real close friends with the person you're sitting next to in church, and we talk about church, we talk about our families, we talk about a lot of things. We certainly talk about issues, and there have been times in the past when we've even co-sponsored legislation together. We talk often about how we were responsible for repealing the state song. But this is one time that, while I love my seatmate, I cannot support him in his efforts with the charter schools. And I just thought that on a lighter note, I needed to stand and say that, and say to him again that no one in my district has asked me to support charter schools. And so it's for that purpose that I shall vote against it. Thank you, Mr. President.